so I'm back with another makeup video finally. So sorry if you hear a noise, my husband's cutting the grass right now, but I wanted to go ahead and film the get ready with me because I have some new products, and I figured I would be like kind of chit chat. I've been doing pregnancy bump dates every week on YouTube, but I haven't been doing a lot of makeup videos, and that's just because that's the nature of my life right now. Like, I'm just getting ready for baby. So I figured this would be a good time to kind of catch you up on everything and do makeup. So let's see. I'm going to use the new IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Oil Free Matte Poreless Finish Full Coverage Cream plus Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum SPF 40. So this is the shade Tan. I'm going to use that today. I'm also going to use some new lip products from L'Oreal. This is their Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick in the Le Chocolat, like chocolate nudes line. I actually filmed a video using those products, but it got messed up and I like lost 3 videos on a memory card. So I was like, dang it, might as well refilm it. So let's do this. I think, let's see, what am I going to do first? Let's do eyes first. So my makeup routine has been kind of lazy lately. I haven't been wearing a lot, so this will be the first time I'm doing a full face probably in the last 2 weeks, honestly. I usually just wear makeup if I have somewhere to go, like an event, or if I'm filming. On an everyday basis, I haven't been really wearing anything. And I just used my little Revlon blowout hairbrush. You know, the one that I featured, it was like a hairdryer and big round brush in one. I just used that to kind of blow my hair out because my hair, I washed it yesterday or the day before and I just put it in a bun, so it was kind of crazy. So at least it's a little bit manageable. So in terms of eyes, I kind of want to do something that's going to match these chocolate lips. So let's pull out a palette I haven't used in a minute. We're going to pull out this Z palette, custom made with all these neutral shades in it. Pretty, huh? Good neutrals. I'm going to do kind of like just a really quick chocolatey eye. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this pink eyeshadow right here and use it as my crease transition. It's kind of like a dusty mauve tone. The brand is Alcone at Home, Limelight Alcone. And it's like, I don't know if you've heard of Limelight Alcone, but it's pretty much kind of like similar to Mary Kay, Motives. It's like a direct sales, except it kind of has more of a professional makeup artist background to it. So Alcone is like a huge beauty retailer that sells every brand, and they pretty much partnered with a whole bunch of like existing brands to create a custom collection as well as some of their own product. And I was developing that brand with them early on, like when they first started, but I kind of fell off. Well, I did fall off. So I'm not involved with it anymore, but I have a lot of their products still. Okay, so on the lid, let's just do something like this. This is pretty. The shimmer right here. This one I know for a fact is going to come out not as pigmented as I want it. So the alternative is to spray your brush with a little bit of moisture. This is just rose water. And I'm going to get in there and foil it. So that way it comes out nice and metallic. The reason why I know this one doesn't come out without me wetting it is because I can tell from like the finish of the eyeshadow on the surface. I don't know, after a while you can kind of tell which ones are going to work and which ones aren't. So I'm putting this on. So I don't know if you noticed this big monstrosity in the background. You see that? So Thursday, today is Saturday, my husband's cousin came over and she helped me build that along with like a swing, a baby rocker, high chair. Like, she donated us all of these amazing big baby items because her baby is now 4 years old, so he doesn't need any of that stuff. So that was such a blessing. By the way, that color on the lid is Anastasia Rose. And then I'm going to use a kind of reddish brown in my outer V. I'm not sure what brand that is, but it reminds me of Max Swiss Chocolate. So I'm currently 37 weeks today, and I'm just like counting down. counting down to this little girl comes. So I've been kind of buying a couple last minute items that I need. Some things I know I can wait on, but it just makes me feel better when I can just kind of get everything all the way bought and prepared, you know, so I don't have to worry about it when she gets here, because I know I'll be consumed with like becoming a new mom, breastfeeding all the time and stuff, hopefully. So some of the things I've been buying are like some nursing clothing, you know, with like the little snaps that come down so you could easily just clip and nurse. Stuff for breastfeeding, stuff for postpartum, stuff like that. And then just the last couple little last minute things for the nursery, like I need a mobile, I need a nightlight, a changing pad cover, and I think that's it. And I need to hang a couple pictures on the wall. I'm going to do a little collage wall. Oh, and I need to get one of those nursing covers that kind of goes over the car seat and also acts also as a breastfeeding cover. So that's the plan. And I have a balance with Target from some returns as well as like a credit, so I can buy a couple of those last minute items. But I'm just being really cheap about it. Like for some reason I'm like, I don't want to buy it right now. Like I want to get like some things which I don't know if they're really necessary, you know. So that's why I'm kind of being like a little bit cautious about it. So the eyes are really simple. I'm just going to now do my brows. I picked up this trick from Danessa Myrick's amazing makeup artist. She puts on her brow gel first from Benefit. She's the one who designed this Benefit line. And then she puts on the brow pencil, Precisely Brow. So this is shade number 3. Need to get a little closer to my mirror. So my friend Cynthia, she's actually like my really good friend. Her and her husband are like one of our favorite couples. They've known her forever, since my early days of my sorority. She went to a different school than I did, like a different university, but in the same city. And like because our sorority is all on the smaller side, you know pretty much everybody in the vicinity, especially in the early years when there wasn't a lot of chapters. Anyways, we've been friends since early 2000s, and then her husband, who she married about a year ago in July, he was, I was one of her bridesmaids, and like her husband has been in the picture for the last few years, dating and then married, and like him and my husband get along so well that we've taken trips together, we go on double dates, and they just had their baby. Today is Saturday, had the baby yesterday. So it's crazy because her baby's only going to be a few weeks older than mine, because technically I have 3 weeks till 3 more weeks to go. Who knows if I'll give birth on time, early or late, but it was nice kind of having someone to talk to who was pregnant at the same time as me. So we're going to go visit the baby today. They had a boy, and we're going to visit them in the hospital. So I'm getting ready for that, but I don't want to be super glam. So I'm trying to do a little bit of a toned down look. But I gotta put some eyebrows on. I kind of think after I have this baby, I want to do microblading on my brows. You know, I feel like when it first came out, I was hesitant because I don't really jump on new technology. Like I like to give it time to see how it wears, and I wasn't sure about microblading, but seems like it's pretty commonplace. The price has gone down because a lot more people are doing it. I feel like I see really good work on the web. So I think that's something I might want to do. It's, you know, here in Atlanta, everybody does it. I feel like it's kind of worth it. I feel like all the mommy vloggers I watch, they always have like lash extensions and microbladed brows, because when your lashes and brows are done, it almost looks like you're done. There was one time when I got lash extensions and I really was like, they were natural and they look fine, but I just kind of felt like something was always on my eye and it bothered me. Because either I wear makeup all the way or I don't. So now I'm kind of like, should I get a lash extensions again? The problem with my eyes is I have a slightly hooded monolid. So like my natural lashes are pushed down and covered by the extra skin on my eye. So that's like, if I ever wear falsies, I have to get a thicker, longer lash so that way the skin doesn't completely cover it and it still lifts. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Does anybody have an eye shape like mine who has lash extensions? Do you swear by lash extensions? Let me know what to do. So we're gonna go visit her. We have my husband's surrogate daughter with us. That's what I call her. She's staying with us this weekend. I don't think I've ever mentioned her. She's a really sweet girl, but my husband was engaged maybe like 7 years ago. I've been with him for about 4 years. 7, 8 years ago, and he helped raise his ex-fiance's daughter from when she was like 5, and he's been in her life all the way up to now, even though they've been broken up for several years. She's going to be 15, so she's his daughter pretty much. Like, she calls him dad. And she moved away and came back, but like he's always played a positive role model figure, like a father figure in her life. So we call him, I call her his surrogate daughter. Like, it's not by blood, but, you know, by love. Anyways, she likes to spend a lot of time with us on the weekends because that's, you know, her dad. So she's here with us, and she's a really good girl. She always wants to watch me do makeup or braid my hair. It's so cute. Anyway, so she's here with us this weekend. She's helping my husband right now cut the grass. It's crazy because like I have never cut grass before ever. I remember when I was a kid, I tried once and I couldn't get that string, you know, the old school string to pull. So I've never done it. Plus, when I was a kid, I had the worst asthma and allergies. And one of my allergies was an oak tree allergy in grass. And I was allergic to the oak tree in my front yard growing up. So I remember like one time I tried to pick up leaves and I like had an asthma attack. And after that I didn't have to do any lawn work because I was one of those sickly little kids. So, yep, I've never cut the grass before. My allergies aren't nearly as bad as they used to be. Let's see, I'm just going to take like a matte pinky and white shade for my highlight. I always set my highlight after I kind of conceal. That was like a Benefit. What is this called? You know, one of those highlighting pencils called Highbrow. Yep. I like them because they're quick. So I'm just going to set that. I feel like because my lid is shimmery, I don't have to do a shimmer highlight. This looks coming along quickly, right? So I only have a couple more weeks left. I'm trying to do some videos to upload while I'm like spending time with the baby. The first couple weeks, some videos on reserve, so that way I can still have a weekly video and I don't have to actively film and stress about that. So this is going to be one of them. But I'm trying to get everything in order. The house needs to get in order. My aunt, my Adrian's aunt, who's my favorite aunt, is coming over tomorrow hopefully to help finish some last minute construction stuff. Like we need to finish building the closet, like putting the closet shelves up in the new bedroom so we can finally move all the clothes from our upstairs bedroom downstairs. Because the upstairs bedroom is where my mom and dad are going to stay when we have the baby. And then we have to, it's like some like random last minute stuff, like there's a vent that the construction people did in our bedroom for the AC that doesn't have a cover that needs to be installed. We have to finish putting a door on a shelf from IKEA, like a wall cabinet for the bathroom, stuff like that. And my husband's so busy with his corporate job and his nighttime club that he doesn't have time, because after he gets home from work, he's doing renovation at our club, so it's just like not time. So I put an Illuminating reddish brown pencil. It's one of my favorites that I use all the time. It's like really old. And I'm setting it with that Swiss chocolatey eyeshadow just to kind of do the lower lash line. I always put something on my lower lash line. I notice when I teach my makeup students, a lot of them don't put anything on the lower lash line, and I'm like, even if it's like a natural look, it's cute. Like it completes and finishes the look. You don't have to put anything dramatic, just even like a neutral brown to mimic like a thicker lash line makes it all the world of difference. Alright, I'm gonna use not black liner, I'm gonna use like a brown because I think it will go with the brown eyes. This is Graftobian Dark Ebony Liner. And I'm going to use just a liner brush with it. This is an e.l.f. liner brush. Looks like they're done cutting the grass. So anyways, what else? So at the Makeup Academy, I'm still teaching. I'm going to teach all the way to the end of this last course that's going on right now, my nighttime class, which is going to be like August 29th. It's a 5-week certification program for makeup artists. And I'm going to teach all the way to the end, hopefully. And then the next class starts September 4th. But my due date is September 8th. So I think this is going to be my last class I'm going to teach. And it hasn't been too strenuous. Like, it's a little bit uncomfortable, you know, getting up and doing makeup, but it could definitely be worse. And I'm only in class like 4 hours at a time. So, trying to get everything settled. I've been training one of my former students for like the last year to teach, which is one of the benefits of being a student there. It's like if you're really a standout student, you know, you get mentor opportunities, teaching opportunities. So I've been teaching her, and she's going to take over while I'm on maternity leave, so that's great. She has a corporate job, so it's been a little bit difficult though because her corporate job makes her miss class sometimes, so hopefully everything works out. If not, I have my business partner who teaches a daytime class, and I also have another friend who could possibly do sub work, like be a substitute teacher when my assistant is not available. Alright, so I'm going to do some lashes. Actually, these lashes are too dramatic for going to the hospital? They might be. But I'm going to do it for the look, for the gram. I'm going to do it for the gram because it'll be cute. These look like they are Marilyn lashes from, what's it called? Lady Moss Beauty. So I'm putting on these lashes. Lashes make a huge difference. The eye is very simple, but the lash will make it pop. So yeah, so with Industry Makeup Academy, I'm preparing to go on maternity leave soon. I don't know how long I'm going to take off. I feel like I don't want to take off more than 8 weeks. It might be less. Because it's not like corporate where you go in every Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. I only go in 3 nights a week, and the rest I can just work from home. So I'm going to play it by ear, and it's like when you own your business, it's different from when you work for somebody else. Like you really don't want to leave too long, you know? So I'm going to see how it goes. And if my mom is here still, which I think she will be, she says she's going to stay through November, go to a doctor's appointment in Florida, and then come back. So if she's still here, she can watch the baby while I'm teaching, and it'll work out very nicely. So I'm just going to put a little bit of a highlight, that same shimmer right here, to fill in this gap with a pencil brush. And that way it just kind of fills in and brightens my eye. You hear my hubby coming down the stairs.
Huh?
I said I hear my hubby coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
How'd the cutting the grass go?
I knocked it out. The edger didn't have line in it, so she couldn't do that. But
Oh, it didn't have the string?
Yeah, I did get her to blow all the extra stuff off, and she cleared off the driveway. So.
Nice.
Saved me about 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
Good. So you're gonna get ready now?
Yeah.
Okay. That should be done soon. So this is It Cosmetics Illuminating Bye Bye Under Eye Illuminating Corrector in Tan. I haven't used this in a while, so I figured why not. This Bye Bye Corrector from It, it's very, very, very thick. So you don't need a lot, and a little goes a long way. I'm using my finger to spread out because the warmth of my finger will help kind of spread it. So this is kind of cool because it has illuminator in it, and I'm wearing their new matte foundation, so we'll see if this highlight kind of pops underneath the foundation. I think I'm going to try using it in the rest of the highlight areas too. I need to shop my stash more, meaning use what I have. So this is what I'm doing. So at IMA we have a couple of things to look forward to. We are increasing the hours in our certification program, so that way it can like qualify for some of the major discount programs like MAC, and some schools that are, they require some schools to have 100 hours. Where we originally, like when Ebony first started in the business, my partner, she only had, it was like 1 week, and then went to 2 weeks, and then when I joined the school it was 4 weeks, and then we increased it to 5 weeks, and now it's going from 45 hours to 60 hours, and then we're giving a 100-hour class option. So that way people can kind of qualify for certain programs that require longer hours, or you can take the shorter program if you're just doing it to learn. So that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to use the new matte foundation. I don't really wear matte, but I do like their regular CC cream, the It Cosmetics, and I wear tan. So I'm interested to see how the matte version comes out. It has SPF 40, so I wonder if it will flash back. The other one doesn't really flash back. And this should be a match for me. They have a lot of shades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 shades, but most of them are light. So I did hear though that they're coming out with an extended deeper shade range. So I'm going to use the brush that kind of came with my PR package, and it's their Heavenly Skin brush. I don't think I've ever used this before. I've gotten it before in the mail, but I always usually just give it away because I have so many brushes. But I'm going to use this because I want to see how it works with the foundation, if I can actually open it. I recently just like took off my S&S powder nails. So my nails are now short, natural. I mean, they were natural before they had the dip powder, but they were long. And I feel like now that I'm having a baby, I don't want long nails that require every 2 to 3 weeks going to the nail shop, you know. So I'm giving my nails time to recover. This is just regular polish, and they're short and they won't poke the baby. So I like having my nails done though, because as a makeup artist, your nails get a lot of makeup in them. They look dirty. So when you have nails like S&S, it looks nice because they don't chip and you don't see the dirt from the makeup. So I'm going to spray my brush once with rose water just to kind of hydrate it, and then let's see what this looks like. Alright, so it's a good match. I already know that tan is my shade in this brand. It's definitely not dewy. It's a little bit thick, so you kind of have to buff it in. But it doesn't look heavy on. Like the consistency is pretty, it's like a thick cream. But you don't have to put a lot on if you don't want to. So I'm kind of just buffing this into my skin. I feel like if you wanted to, you can mix the oil into here and it would be more liquidy too. So you see, this is a really good color for me. It's just brown enough with a little bit of yellow. So that was like a 1 pump. I'm gonna get one more. It was probably like a small pump though. I don't like to like waste. So the first pump was about this size. So I'm just gonna get a little bit more and hit like the areas where I need more coverage, which is like the cheeks. Okay, and I usually do my temples. From when I was a kid, that's where I had more like acne scarring. Gonna hit under here, on the nose where I'm red. And I'm just going to hit the forehead one more time because I don't want to have a gap up here. So I wonder if I need to set this. So this is just the leftover foundation. So you probably could get away with just 1.5 pumps for medium coverage or 2 pumps for more fuller coverage. Yeah, I think it looks good. It's still a little dewy, so I'm thinking it has to dry to be matte. Let me read this instructions. It doesn't say anything. It just says to reapply every 2 hours if you're using this as a sunscreen, which makes sense. Okay, so what I'm going to do is not really set it, but I am going to put on some highlight powder underneath my eyes, just so that way it doesn't crease under the eyes, and that way it kind of brightens a little bit. So I'm using my Cover FX Illuminating setting powder in light, and I'm going to get like a small brush for that. My favorite Sedona Lace Luxe Essentials cheek brush. And we're just going to go underneath the eyes. I like this powder because it has a little bit of a shimmer to it, but not obvious. So it looks healthy on the skin. It doesn't look dry. Like, I can't really rock with, personally, I don't really do the whole Ben Nye Banana powders on myself because I feel like it looks too dry on me. And I feel like if you're oily, those look really good on you. Okay, so just a little bit. See, it's kind of, that brightened me up a little bit. Alright, so let's get some blush on. I'm going to use something kind of mauve-y toned to match the eyes. I'm going to pull out this Urban Decay Back Talk palette right here. And I'm going to get this mauve-y color right at the end. A little bit plummy, a little bit purpley. Let me hit those cheeks. I feel like, you know, I could probably skip the contour, but then it won't look as good on photos. And I want to keep my face looking slim. I feel like my face hasn't expanded crazily. Like, it didn't get really puffy with pregnancy, but it feels a little bit bigger. So a little contour is your friend. So I'm going to use this It Sculpting palette. I don't see people really use this, but I actually really like this palette. It's not brand new or anything. It's just a good palette with some good shades for my skin tone. It's kind of like that perfect mauve nude. I like the brush because it kind of gets those smaller areas. And then I'm going to put a nude right in the middle to give like some ombre lips, some contour. This one is called Sweet Tooth. See that nude right in the middle? Oh, that's pretty. See how that brown lip liner just kind of disappeared, but it made everything kind of work. Okay. I could, like, what I probably would usually do is reline the lips, but then it'll change the lip color, so I'm just going to keep it like that. Well, maybe I should. Let me just go ahead and do it. Lightly. I don't want that to blend into my lip. Alright, so here is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me chatting video. My eyes, ooh, they blurred for a second. Okay, so definitely check out my blog, makeupbyrenren.com, for a final look with products used and all that good stuff. And until next time, I hope you guys have a great night. Ciao, Bellas.